We had a bit of a ride, 12 hours, and then we arrived at the camping stage yesterday and played at 1 o'clock in the evening. So pretty intense day yesterday, but we're ready for today too. I think we have a shit ton of fun, you know, with the same 5 guys for 10 years, and we've done everything and said everything, and we just continue to do that in an endless loop, and it's a lot of fun. And we sometimes get to do a little bit of songwriting, but you know, it's just this every day, so it's really fun. Maybe going back to basics a little bit. You know, when I kind of get confused of what I want and what I want to play, I go back to the 1 amp, my Gibson guitar, and crank it, and that gets all the juices flowing again, and then I get more inspired. Oh yeah, we're releasing a record this Friday, Colossal, out through Century Media Records, and we're gonna tour with that record as much as possible. We have some UK, Europe coming up, maybe some of the US too. And that's kind of a different record. It's a lot more classic heavy metal riffs with death metal parts in it. So we think it's gonna be pretty exciting. So yeah, that's the plan. Oh, it definitely needs to have at least 2 cabinets, 4x12s, just to have some air moving. And for now, I'm using the Nano Cortex, nice and simple. So it's basically just the Nano Cortex straight into a power amp, and then 2 cabs, and my Gibsons. No bullshit. A little bit of chorus because Zakk Wylde is cool, you know. A lot of delay because effects are cool. And yeah, simple rig is nice. It's been 10 years where I didn't want to go there, but then I tried the Nano, and I was like, okay, I can try the Engel, I can try the SLO 100, I can try all these amps I will never be able to afford. And then I can go back and forth so quick, and that way I got really inspired to find my tone, which is just an SL 100 for solo and for rhythm. And you know, it makes it so easy to go all the routes you want to that in the rehearsal I use a tube amp and as many cabs as possible, but touring it's just the Nano and a power amp. It's beautiful and it's easy and it sounds great. For now, it's actually the newest single, Stormbringer, but that's because, also talking about amp modeling, I use for the intro, I use a JCM 800 50 watt, but maxed out, so everything is put on max. Some kind soul put that into the neural archives, and that's so AC/DC, and that makes me very happy when I get to play it. So that one for now, with the Marshall tone in it. I got 4 blackback speakers from 73, Marshall ones. Also the AC/DC kind of stuff, and then I put them into a Marshall cab with snakeskin. So I must say it's pretty rock and roll, and they sound amazing, even though they're really old. Yeah, you know, I'm a cab guy. I like those. So that was a cool purchase. And then I rebought Gibson Explorer Guitar of the Week that I sold 8 years ago. I got it back. It's a little bit smaller, like 10% smaller than regular Explorers, so I don't look like an idiot with it on. And I really appreciate that about it. Tons of different. For the last week, I've been listening a lot to Dying Fetus, Make Them Beg for Death, which is awesome. But I've also been listening to Blue Murder with John Sykes, and of course the Thunder and Lightning with John Sykes. But also Wild Frontier, Gary Moore is a big thing at the moment, and yeah, it's all over the place. Also some Alison Krauss and Union Station for the bluegrass picking and all that kind of stuff. Yeah, it's a weird playlist, but it works for me. Actually, we met the Halo Effect. They also have a Danish tech, Frans Helbos, which we know. We've met them a couple times. They seem really, really nice. we're stoked about the same kind of music and the same kind of guitar stuff. So I really want to try and tour with them because they're Swedish and we're Danish, and it's a match made in heaven. So yeah, the halo effect would definitely be perfect for us. The first time we played here was in, 18 or 19? And we released our debut album through Century Media Records that day. And now we're releasing our, 4th album, also on Summer Breeze through Century Media. So it's a full circle kind of moment. And it was our first time ever playing outside of Denmark too, I think. And we know all the people here. It's been many years, but it's special. It's like, yeah, full circle kind of moment. And we got a bigger stage and a better time than last, so it's a big opportunity. We basically just meet up and hang out the last 10 minutes. We don't do much because we've done it so many times, and we've tried to say, oh, then we need to have a shot or something, or we need to do a huddle, but it always ends up that we're not doing it, that we just hang out. There's a handshake all the way around, and let's go. Because the ritual is kind of happening on stage. We do have tons of fun while playing, so yeah, everyone's just waiting for that to happen. I started playing guitar when I was 13 or 14, and I'd been begging my mom to be able to for years. And then I had a teacher saying to my mom that he needs to play. And then I finally was allowed and, never stopped. So thank you, Mom. And yeah, that's basically it. Malcolm Young, for sure, with James Hetfield, of course. I started pretty early on listening a lot to Lamb of God too. So Mark Morton and Willie are really also big in that finesse right hand, which is also Malcolm and James. That's what really turns me on about guitar playing, the precision while keeping it rock and roll. So it's not like too genty, super tight on the spot. It's still dangerous, if it makes sense. So it's tight, but it's dangerous. Live and dangerous, like the Thin Lizzy album. Well, I have to say the new one, because those riffs are really fun and fresh. And also, there's some riffs on that album from when I was 15 years old, and Lasse, the other guitarist, there's a riff from when he was 14. So that's also a kind of full circle thing happening there. And I think, yeah, the new one, Colossal, out now, Century Media Records. Oh, yeah, Malcolm Young. I got to see him once in Denmark performing, and I do spend a lot of time listening to those isolated tracks. You know those, like live at Donington, and then you just hear Malcolm's guitar, and it's so tight and it's so cool, and I just want to be able to see that live. So probably him.
Awesome. Yeah, that's it. Thank you so much.
Thank you, man.
Done.
Good.
Awesome. Thank you so much, man.
No worries.
Thanks for taking the time.
Thank you for your
No
time.
worries. All good.